Hey guys, it's Aurora from Aurora's Apothecary. Today we're out in my garden. It is mid-August, so everything is going crazy back here and we need to do some harvesting and some pruning, and so that's what I'm doing today. And today the plant that I want to talk to you about is Stevia, because I'm about to cut mine down. Now it's right back here. Of course you can't really see that because it's green, and it blends in with the green that's back here. These are tomato plants. And so my little plot that I've got here, I actually have two tomato plants in the middle, and then it is surrounded on all sides with stevia. So today, after I cut the stevia down and harvest the first top half, I should be able to get into my tomato plants a little bit better and see what's going on there, and maybe harvest some tomatoes. Maybe there's some red ones. I haven't really found any yet, but here's hoping. So today's plant is stevia, and I'm going to cut it and then I'm going to show it to you guys. So I would say we're at about 2.5 feet right now, the stevia, and we're going to cut it down to half, a little more than half, and then it'll, since it's mid-August, it'll keep growing, and then we'll get another harvest in late September, probably early October. So let's cut it down once, show you what we got. So looks kind of like any other herb or weed out there, all green. It does get white flowers. Those are going to happen a little later in the season. And here in Wisconsin, a lot of people consider stevia an annual, or they grow it as an annual. They'll buy it or start seeds in the spring, and then they harvest throughout the summer, and then they just let it die with the winter. And if you leave it outside in the winter, it will not come back. It is an annual at that point. I like to bring in, depending on how much room I have, I like to bring in between 3 and 8 plants over the winter. And I really don't do good with inside plants, but the first couple times that I grew stevia, I brought it in and I thought, I can keep it alive over the winter. And then I, of course, killed it because I don't do well with inside plants. And my inside wasn't really hospitable to plants at the time. My plants had a choice of heat or light, but not both. So I killed the stevia, and I had hopes. I'm like, maybe it's still alive, so I just kind of kept watering it a little bit. And in the springtime, in those pots of dead stevia, little shoots came up. So really it had just kind of gone dormant over the winter. And so then I realized, I did not kill the stevia. And then I had stevia coming up in the spring, and I reused those plants in the summer. I have a little visitor in the garden with me today, if you guys want to see. This is Mama Kitty. I'm actually right by our catnip patch, so she's just hanging out super happy over here. So yes, stevia is an annual or a perennial, depending on how you feel about it, how much effort you want to put into it. Anytime that I'm giving a garden walk, I always make sure I have people taste the stevia. So even a tiny little leaf, you can see how big that is, packs so much of a punch. It's so sweet. It's amazing. Like nature's candy right here. It's super sweet. Now, stevia, some people don't realize that stevia is a plant. Some people don't realize what stevia looks like, because they're buying stevia in the store, in the grocery store. And what they're buying is a white, powdery substance with this word stevia on it, the natural sugar. And so they're touting it as the sugar substitute, and of course the mainstream, they want it to look like sugar and act like sugar, and it's a plant, So this white powdery substance that you buy in the store, when I dry my plant, you can see right now it's green, and when I dry it, it's green, and when I powder it, it's green. So the stuff that you buy in the grocery store that's white, I'm not really sure what kind of process they're putting through it or putting it through to make it that white color. So I would not go with white stevia that you find in the store. Green is good. So it is a great sugar substitute. It's really great for diabetics, and so that they can't have the sugar. You can add it to so many things. I do add it to a lot of my teas. My commercial teas that people buy from me, people like sweet. So I do add stevia. Now if you add too much stevia, stevia does have this weird bitter aftertaste. So I really try to add just the right amount of stevia so that you get that sweetness without the aftertaste. So that's my little spiel on the stevia plant. Now you guys can all see what it looks like. Got one that's broken off here. Stevia. And in the spring we always sell stevia plants, and at the store we do have dried stevia. So you can always come in and get some and use it in your teas or your baking. All right, have a great day. Bye.